when he does them, simply extraordinary.
When you first meet him, you can't help but notice his disability. But spend 5 minutes with him, and you can't help but forget about it. Chris Hayden was born with no right arm and a left arm with no elbow and only 3 fingers. But that hasn't stopped Chris. As far as I can tell, it hasn't even slowed him down.
To explode now, every stroke. What?
He's the coxswain for his high school crew team, which recently won the New York State Championship. Chris came on board 4 years ago.
I saw this little freshman, no more than 70 pounds, going through the food line, and he had a tray of food, a bottle of water, took out his wallet, and didn't miss a beat. I mean, it was just miraculous. He sat down, and I said to him, "You're a perfect coxswain."
You'd think it'd be tough fitting in amongst all the jocks. Maybe for some, just not for Chris.
I'll take my lack of arm for uniqueness. Like, I love being unique. I love standing out in a crowd. And if it's my handicap that makes me stand out, fine. But I think I like the challenges. And with my handicap, it challenges me to be a good problem solver and to raise the bar for myself. I don't get jealous because I just see it as another thing I got to overcome just to, be up with these guys.
And his teammates?
I don't even see the handicap anymore, but he's just a good kid, and when he just sticks with it, like, he always strived to get on the top boat, and he just pushed all the other coxswains along. He gives it everything he can every day, so I can do the same. So, a sense of inspiration for me.
Chris is heading off to college this fall, where he'll continue to do crew. But before that, he's spending the summer at Shriners Children's Hospital in Philadelphia. He's not a patient here this time. He's a volunteer, spending time with kids like Herman.
My hips are out of place, so what they're going to do is reconstruct my hips.
This place gave me a lot. I worked with prosthetics and occupational therapy here from an early age. They took me in right away, and I feel like at this point in my life, I'm kind of in a transitional period, and I thought it was a great time that I can share things. A lot of these kids are close to my age, and I went through all the experiences that they're going through.
Here at the hospital, nobody focuses on what Chris can't do. When he's volunteering, it's all about what he can do.
High five. Yes. Give me a hug. Can I get a hug? And sometimes if I see someone looking at me differently, I'll go up to them and talk to them and ask if they have any questions, because I have a lot of knowledge that I can share with people. And, I got over it a long time ago, but I think the best way to do it is just realize that they're just interested in you. And, and if you can either ignore them, which is easy, or you could go talk to them and, talk to them about yourself.
Whether he's leading his team to victory or just playing a friendly game of basketball, chances are Chris is sporting a smile and a winning attitude.
The greatest compliment I get from my best friends is they forget that I have one arm all the time. Like, they'll ask me to do this, "Oh, yeah, that's right, you have one arm." Like, my best friends, they don't even realize it.
Proving that spirit is stronger than disability. And at times, life's greatest hardships can also be the most amazing blessings.
Chris Hayden joins me now. Chris, how are you?
I'm very well. How are you?
Very good. What an inspiring story.
Well, thank you very much.
Great story. Have you always had this attitude? Has there been a tough part of your life?
You know what? I've always had a great support system around me. And whenever there is obstacles, I think I always find the right attitude and surround myself with the right people, and I get the job done.
It's amazing what a difference being with the right people can make, or being with the wrong people, how it can totally change your life in the other direction. What's the toughest part of life for you?
I think the same thing that's tough for everyone. I think I just have a little different kind of way I have to problem solve. Everyone goes through difficult, things in their life, and I just have to solve the problems a little differently than everyone else.
So because a lot of people will look at you and say, "Oh my gosh, you've got it so tough," et cetera, et cetera. When you hear people say, "Oh, gee, I've got the worst life ever, I got it so tough," do you ever just want to slap them across the face?
Yeah, I think everyone has problems, and it's just how you deal with them that makes you stand out. And, everyone's given certain gifts and everyone's doesn't have certain gifts. You just got to use what you have.
Right. What an amazing team you have around you at school. How do you feel about leaving them, going to college?
I'm going to miss all of them. We spend so much time together because, you know, we practice together, we all go to school together, and then we travel together. All of our races are mostly out of state, some upstate in upstate New York, but we travel every weekend together, spend nights in hotels together. You know, we're like kind of like a close-knit family. So, you know, it's going to be tough leaving them all, but, you know, I'll see them at races.
Right.
And, yeah.
Where are you going to school?
I'm going to Holy Cross in Worcester, Massachusetts.
Okay. Great town. You'll love Worcester.
Yeah, I'm very excited.
Who inspires you? Who do you look at and say, wow, that person really has it down?
My grandmother. My grandmother, she raised 8 children basically by herself. And she's just such a great inspiration. She's upbeat, she's hilarious. And just her positive attitude, I think, kind of rubbed off on me. And, you know, that's what gets me through every day. She had 8 kids at the age of 28. And
Holy
she got,
cow.
she got through it.
Holy cow!
She
knows what caused that, didn't she? I mean, she was,
so.
okay.
Yeah. She was a player in that.
She was a player in that. That's great.
So, but you know, the way she problem solved, I think she had it much tougher than I did. I'm just, you know, missing a limb.
So, what do you want to do with your life? You're going to college. What do you want to do?
I'm going to study political science at Holy Cross.
Holy cow! You're going to be a politician?
I might be.
They may crush your spirit. You know that, don't you?
Yeah, we'll let them try. Let them try. I could go into politics. That's something I've always thought of. My dad works on Wall Street. I've always thought about maybe going into business. I'm really open to anything. I'm ready to go out, have new experiences, and try different things and see what sticks.
I'll tell you, the one reason why I liked so much, I think most of Americans liked Ronald Reagan, was his optimistic attitude, and I see it in your eyes. You have the same kind of attitude.
Thank you very much.
I wish you the best of luck.
Thank you. It was great to meet you.
You bet. Nice to meet you.
Later on Glenn Beck.
Excuse me, Dr. Z, a quick question. What have been the benefits of the merger between Daimler-Benz and Chrysler?
Okay, get in. Clearly, we have successfully combined the best in American and German engineering and design.
You might want to slow down just a tad.
For example, the Dodge Charger suspension originated in Germany. Since inventing